your leader in sports coverage in Madison County. It's Sports Night from the Richmond Register Sports Department.
Find out the latest Madison County sports information from Richmond Register sports editor Nathan Hutchison, coming up next. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Adams Buick GMC. Sid says sell 'em. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber. Mindy Goble for City Commissioner. Madison County Emergency Management. Also brought to you by the City of Richmond Fire Department. Remember, October is Fire Safety Month. And KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media. Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements.
Well, welcome into Madison County Sports Night Live for Thursday, November the 3rd. Of course, live and kicking here from the Richmond Register Studios on Big Hill Avenue. Tonight we will do the third and final one of our previews of this weekend's high school football playoff first-round matchups. That'd be Berea Community traveling up I-75 and beyond to take on Dayton. And I'll tell you a little bit about that here in a minute. We've got some other things to talk about as well. I know Randy's had a busy day. He's been at the Chamber of Commerce Awards. You win anything?
No, I didn't win anything. You were there too. I saw you.
Yeah, very briefly. Yeah, very briefly.
I saw you and Blake. Yeah.
Me and Blake went over and just took some pictures and hung out. So, but, yeah, cool. Wish there was air conditioning in that building over there.
Yeah, well, like you said, they turned it off for the season, and I think Dan McBride said that was the first building they did. So.
Oh well, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't too bad. Rather be that than freeze.
Yeah, that is true. So we had to do a little research this week, something I've talked about on here before, and finally got some confirmation on something we had long suspected, that the Berea Community High School football team has never won a playoff game. School opened in 1969. They did not make their first playoff appearance until 1996, and that's what Randy's going to put up on the screen for you right now. This is from the Richmond Register. From 1996, Don Perry, who I used to work with, that was their very first ever playoff appearance. And that may sound weird to folks, but people have to realize before the expansion of the KHSAA playoffs into this six-system format, or six-class format now, you had to basically win your district to get in. And so you did not everybody made the playoffs. And Berea had some good teams. Berea had a 9-1 team. They had a 10-2 team back in, I think it was 1980. But we did a lot of research, and this is what you come up with. 1996 was the first year they actually qualified for the playoffs. They lost to Beechwood that year in the first round. They would go on to lose again in 1997 to Beechwood. And overall, altogether, 0-14 in the playoffs. 0-13, the 13 of those being on the road. And the reason we mention that is because there's a really good chance that the Berea Pirates could get their first ever playoff win tomorrow night. They travel up like we said, in Northern Kentucky to take on a Dayton team, which is 5-5. And unless it's confusing, it's Dayton, Kentucky, not Dayton, Ohio.
Right.
It's Campbell County, right on the river. But it's another little Class A school like Berea. But 5-5 Dayton team. They did play them back in 2019 and beat them up there. So this is a great opportunity for a senior class, which has done a lot of historic things at Berea, to do something even more historic. And of course, Dayton's 5-5. They're a good team. They've won 2 in a row, 3 of their past 5. So this won't be easy, but still the opportunity here to do something that's never happened at Berea Community School. And it was funny because I knew back to 1998. If you go on the KHC website, all the results are listed back to '98. And then I was like, well, how far back do I have to go? And so I went back into the archives here at the Richmond Register office, and I went back, and it only took 2 years to find that story where they said they had never even played in a playoff game before. So 0-14 all time in the playoffs, looking to snap that skid on tomorrow night up in Northern Kentucky. And here's what Coach Frank Partridge Jr. had to say earlier today about the opportunity for the Pirates to make some history. All right, we're here at Buick Community School with football coach Frank Partridge Jr. Pirates open up Class A football playoffs this weekend on the road up at Dayton in Northern Kentucky. I appreciate your time, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, I've been pouring through the records, and I think we have confirmed that Buick Community has never won a postseason football game. You guys have an excellent opportunity to do that on Friday night. Of course, it's a good Dayton team, a 5-5 team, but still, you guys got to be excited about the opportunity to advance on for the first time in school history.
Absolutely. This is a great opportunity for this big class of seniors to be able to do something that's never been done around here and make a little history and be known as one of the first teams to ever win a playoff game around here. So, it's a great opportunity for the whole program, but also those guys who've been here for a while and then putting in the hard work and trying to build a program.
Yeah, that senior class has done a lot of historic things. They snapped the long losing streak a couple of years ago. They snapped the district losing streak earlier this year. So this would be another nice accolade to add to their resume.
Yes, it definitely will be another great milestone for them to graduate with something like this, and it's be a memory that they always could cherish and always have, and something that no one could take away from them. So, like I said earlier, it's a great opportunity, but at the end of the day, it gets back to, playing a clean game of football, executing at a high level, and being disciplined throughout the game.
Yeah, and long trip up there. Like I said, they are 5-5. They've won 3 of their past 5. They've won 2 in a row. They beat your district rival Eminence last week. So they're coming in with some momentum, and this is a great opportunity, but it ain't going to be easy either.
Oh, no doubt. They're a very fundamentally sound team. They're not going to beat themselves. They do what they do very well. They don't do a whole lot offensively, but what they do, they do it at a high level. So, we're going to have our hands full defensively and offensively. We have to continue to improve on our execution because they're going to play downhill like any Northern Kentucky football team. They're very sound and disciplined when it comes to playing the game of football. So, we just have to match that and execute.
Yeah, very run heavy. Landon Hopper with almost 1,500 yards on the season. He's their main running back, and they, as a team, have over 2,300 rushing yards and just a little bit over 300 passing yards. So, obviously, you know what they're going to do most of the time.
Yeah, that's the key. Most times during the playoffs, you got to be able to stop the run to have some success. Actually, we have been doing a whole lot better lately, stopping that run. So this would be a good test to see if we can stop them. I'm thinking if we can get them throwing the ball in the air, then we have a great chance to come away with a victory.
Looks like about 6 different kids have thrown the ball for them. So I don't know if that's injuries or some things like that. But kind of what have you guys seen on tape as far as the quarterback position?
Well, they would throw some trick plays in there, some halfback pass, some double passes. So, we've been preaching about being disciplined and reading keys and understanding formations and the tracks when they go into the halfback toss, making sure he's coming forward and not really lose the ground to throw the pass. So, we've been working on a lot of those trick plays and just staying fundamentally sound, reading our keys and really trusting each other to do each other's job and not worry about trying to do someone else's job, but just do your job and do it well.
Yeah, well, after the win over Jellicoe last week, you kind of talked about it being kind of a ugly win, not exactly very pretty, but 21-7. You guys got a defensive touchdown. Maybe didn't play as well offensively as you wanted, but you got the win, got some momentum going into the playoffs. So talking about what you liked and what you didn't like about last week.
Well, one thing about it's the ultimate team game, and sometimes your offense do not play well and your defense have to carry you, and sometimes it's vice versa. So there's one of them times the defense was playing well, causing a lot of turnovers, and we got a few scores here and there offensively, but it was the big to get that defensive touchdown. It kind of took some little pressure off the offense, and at the end of the day, sometimes you just have games like that, and you have to find ways to win. And like I said, we played very well defensively, which bodes well for going into the playoffs.
Yeah. Of course, only one ever meeting with Dayton for you guys, and that was back in 2019. I guess some of the seniors made that trip, and it's a long trip up there. It's kind of a unique facility they have up there. Have you ever been up there at all?
I haven't. I've seen it a few times, but I haven't never played up there and experienced the atmosphere on a game day. But, I've talked to a couple of people about it. But at the end of the day, it's all about going up there and executing and making sure we dictate what we want them to do when it comes to their offense and us playing defense. So, we just put a lot of emphasis on making sure everyone does their job, and we have to execute because it's going to be a tough environment.
Yeah. I guess lastly, school here today is closed with illness, and it's been going through kind of everybody around the county. How are you guys doing as far as sickness goes?
Well, we're getting a few back today. We did have several alignment out, so we had to adapt and adjust. But anytime you have small numbers, as a coach, you understand that there's going to be days that you're going to have to be able to adapt to the situation. And with that being said, we adapted and had a couple good practices actually. So we did some different things, but we achieved what we needed to as far as preparing for our date.
All right. Coach, good luck to you, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Thanks.
All right. Well, definitely illness has been going around at all the schools. Berea Community is closed for the rest of the week. The public schools are out tomorrow and also Monday. So everybody's kind of in the same boat. But also, that's what we heard earlier in the week from Central coach Mike Holcomb and Southern coach Mark Payne. They've had some illness problems as well. But hopefully all that will clear up and everybody will be ready to go on Friday night, and the Pirates can make a little history. But we do want to talk real quickly about Dayton, though. Like I said, they have won 3 of their past 5 games, 2 straight. They beat Ludlow 28-21. They came back and beat Eminence 43-12, which is a team Berea also has beaten. Landon Hopper, 1,400 yards rushing and 17 touchdowns on the season. Dayton really gets it done on the ground, 2,300 yards rushing as opposed to just 380 yards passing on the entire season. Whole bunch of people have thrown passes for the Dayton, as Coach just said there. They like to run a lot of trick plays and reverses and screens and stuff, but they've only completed 21 passes on the season for 3 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. They do have 7 interceptions on defense, and a guy named Dylan Davis has 89 tackles to lead them on the season. Just one all-time meeting between the teams back in 2019, a 49-6 win for the Pirates up in northern Kentucky. Pirates coming off, like we joked a little bit there with Coach about an ugly win last week at home on senior night over Jellicoe, Tennessee, 21-7. Yamel Cruz had 2 touchdowns in that game, and Sean Kett also returned an interception for a touchdown. So both teams heading into the playoffs with a little bit of momentum, and should be an interesting one up there. I do believe the plan is to have our buddy Ricky Elkins up there to watch that for us, and so hopefully we can that'll work out and he can get up there and give us some live reporting from up there. So,
will you have pizza ready for Ricky when he comes back?
Yes, he always eats the pizza when he comes back. We have 3 games tomorrow night, though. Madison Central playing host to Henry Clay. Me and Randy will be there for the tailgate show, along with our buddy Russ Carson Jr., and Madison Southern down at Southwestern, and, of course, Berea at Dayton, like we just mentioned. So, a couple other things to get to. I was busy today. I was a little bit of here, a little bit of there, a little bit of everywhere. But Madison Southern had its media day down, picture day / media day down there this afternoon. I got a chance to talk to both the basketball coaches, players, assistant coaches, all kinds of good stuff. We have tons of video for that, and you're going to see that Sunday on the Richmond Register Sports Show. I'll tell you, the coaching staff for that girls team down there at Madison Southern is amazing. There are 3 former head coaches on that who are assistants on that coaching staff, and people who I've known a long time. Summer Simmons is back. Did you know that? Summer Simmons is back.
Oh, I did not know that. Welcome back, Summer.
Team, and Lee Cummins, former model coach in the freshman team, and of course Kent Miller's on that staff as well. So lots of good people there. Got a chance to talk to a whole bunch of them, players and everybody. So it was a fun time. I appreciate them having us out. There was there's actually some other media people at something for once. That was nice to have some company.
That was cool. Yeah.
But I also had a chance to run over to Berea College and talk to our buddy Austin Newton. They opened the season on Tuesday at home against Franklin College, and they are trying to get a big crowd of people. They're going to have a blew out. Madison County Special Olympics is going to be there. They're going to have some other youth basketball teams as well. Trying to get a bunch of students. They're giving away these really cool T-shirts.
Cool. Did you get me one?
Not yet. But so here's a little special message from Austin Newton about Tuesday night's home opener, encouraging folks to come out and support the Mountaineers.
What's up, guys? I'm Coach Newton down at Berea College, and Tuesday is Election Day, and we're hoping that you choose to come to Berea College Tuesday night for a women's and men's basketball doubleheader. We got a lot of special things going on Tuesday night. The first 300 in attendance are going to get one of these blue T-shirts. We got some great sponsors on the back of this T-shirt. It is a blue out, so come early, get your blue shirt. We're going to recognize our future Eagles Youth League here in Berea at halftime of the men's game. The Madison County Special Olympics worldwide famous team that was on Sports Center last year are going to be playing at halftime of our game. It's going to be a fun night. We're hoping to pack this arena with 2,000 people, all wearing blue, cheering on the Mountaineers. We hope to see you there.
Yeah,
Awesome. Cool.
Really injected a lot of enthusiasm into that program down there, really trying to get a lot of community involvement. So if you can, I know it's election night, which I know we can't be there, unfortunately, Randy, because we have election night coverage.
Election coverage, that's right.
Yeah, so I told Austin, I'm like, sorry, I can't be there. But folks who can, please come out. There's a girls' game at 6. Now, the girls' game is an exhibition game against Campbellsville University Harrodsburg. The boys' game is an actual real game that counts at 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
On college, but the girls' game is an exhibition game. But come on out and watch them too. They were picked to win the conference they're in now, the Collegiate Conference of the South.
They were.
And again, the men were picked 4th today. The preseason poll came out just today. So, and later on this weekend, I will have a season preview of the Mountaineers up, and we'll have one of the Lady Mountaineers as well here in a few days. But they don't actually play a real game until later next week. So I'll do the boys first, and then we'll take care of the girls after that. So.
Okay.
I was a little bit everywhere today, Randy.
Man, you know what? You know what?
I know what you're going to do.
That's what
I just like going around talking to people and hanging out, man. That's all there is. That's all it is. It's just a hang. It's a hang talking to people. So, but really good folks down there at Berea. Like I said, Berea College and Austin's really trying to get that program going, trying to get some recognition down there. And I've been going down there for 20 years. It's good. It's good basketball. It's good people down there, and so if you're a Kentucky fan, if you're an EKU fan, whatever you are, you can also support Berea College too. Right. You can obviously do all that as well. So, and EKU does open up at home on Monday as well. We'll talk about that tomorrow as well. But on the sports show on Sunday as well. So, got for you tonight. Come see us at the tailgate at Madison Central tomorrow night.
6:30.
We hope we have some winners tomorrow night, so football season can go on. For another week. It's supposed to be great weather. It looks like Saturday's going to be a little bit rainy, but tomorrow's going to be good. So come on out. And if you're an Eagle fan, head on down to Somerset. Or if you're a Berea fan, jump on the highway and go on up to Dayton. And as always, we'll have live updates on all 3 of those games all night long on our social media sites. So I think just for no reason other than I saw it come up on the Spotify here. So we're just going to go with a band called The Darkness, and this is a song called I Believe in a Thing Called Love.
Oh, yeah.
2003, the year I came to Richmond, when I moved here to come to Richmond. This song is really old, in other words. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Can't explain all the feelings that you make me feel.
Abundant Hope Naturals, the official fruit smoothie for Sports Night. Come recharge with a delicious fruit smoothie full of protein and your choice of supplements. Madison County Sports Night is brought to you by Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. Wynn's Auto Detailing Service. Adams Buick GMC. Sid says sell 'em. Snappy Tomato Pizza. Pizza. Metronet Fiber. Mindy Goble for City Commissioner. Madison County Emergency Management. Also brought to you by the City of Richmond Fire Department. Remember, October is Fire Safety Month. And KYmedia.net. Does your business or organization want to sponsor Madison County Sports Night on the Richmond Register Sports channels? Hit us up on social media.